All right, we back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now look, reaction number 2 of today. This one's coming from Culture Uncensored. Singing kid pulls up to Doeboi909's perimeter and allegedly calls the cops. Now we all seen this yesterday. I was expecting it to pop up on Hot Wheel Media, but it didn't. It popped up on Culture Uncensored and a few other people. And when I seen this, I knew right away it was going to be bad for the singing kid. I knew it wasn't going to end the way he thought it was going to end. And it didn't. Now, I got the outcome of this. I know exactly what went down after. I know exactly what went down from the beginning. And I know exactly what's going down right now. But you already know me. You know me. And those that know me know me. I won't put out information to the internet that's going to get anyone in the wreck, get anyone busted, or anything like that. If I know info, I'll just keep it to myself, maybe those that are around me, but it won't go any further than that. Until it leaks on the internet, then, we'll go into the archives and boom, put out the full story. But for now, we're going to watch what's out there. We're going to look at it, talk about it, and converse about it. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, Doeboi this, Doeboi that, paperwork this, paperwork that. But truthfully, you guys know how we do it. First and foremost, all we're doing is reacting to a video. We're not taking sides. We're not choosing friends or non-friends. I don't know these people. I don't care. All we're doing is watching it, giving you our thoughts, and moving on. Because a lot of people tend to think that because I react to a video and I end up, saying this guy was right, then now all of a sudden I like him, or I'm on his side, or I'm with like whatever he's on. No, that's not the way it is, bro. Last night we did a reaction to a dude that's no longer from a gang, and a dude that has some kind of allegations of like, some weird stuff. And I sided with both. They both had different points, different views. It don't mean that I agree with any of them on their personal levels or whatever they do in their personal life. It's just me basically agreeing with what I'm watching on the video. Remember. This video, this YouTube ain't got nothing to do with me in real life, bro. All I'm doing is watching what's out there. I'm consuming what's out there. It's just like you guys are. And I'm criticizing it, bro. It don't mean that I get along with these people or I side with them. Just make that clear, because a lot of people think that, oh, you said that this fool was right, so why you rocking with him if he's this? What, bro? I don't know. I'm just watching the video. So with that being said, once again, whatever people got cracking with Doeboi, listen, bring the concrete evidence, bring the black and white, bring the real receipts, and we'll react to it. Until then, let's go ahead and see what's going on with the singing kid pulling up to Doeboi's allegedly home. And then I'll give you guys my thoughts. And then we'll go from there. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. We'll be live in a little bit. Tap in. Hater World Blue Devil. Let's go.
Doeboi909. Why you calling the cops, big gang? Come on, brother. Let's work this out, bro. I got you another sauna to switch out. Let's work this out, gang. Got your freaking dad over here. Tired. Why you got him going through this, Michael? Come on. Doeboi trying to take advantage of Doeboi909. Why you calling? Doeboi909. Why you calling the cops, big gang? Come on, brother. Let's work this out, bro. I got you another sauna to switch out. Let's work this out, gang. Got your freaking dad over here. Tired. Why you got him going through this?
Now, I seen more to this. I seen like the singing kid getting dragged out of the truck by the cops. Let's see if maybe clicking on one of these links, it'll take us there. Let's see. Maybe. No. Hold on, maybe. Oh, I don't want to click on this fucking dumb ass. All right, hold on. Nope. Let's watch it one more time, bro.
Doeboi909, why you calling the cops, gang? Come on, brother. Let's work this out, bro. I got you another sauna to switch out. Let's work this out, gang. Got your freaking dad over here.
Okay, let's go here, bro. I know there's more clips. There's a clip where like the cops are pulling this fool out of the truck, and they're like checking him or whatever, right? But let's start here. Let's start with the business. I guess the singing kid installs saunas for a living. There's nothing wrong with that. He's doing his job. He's making his money. He's doing what he's doing, right? All right, cool, whatever. Remember, you're doing a job right now, a business. You're installing a sauna for a customer. Not only did you ruin the business with the customer, but you're showing the rest of the world that you don't conduct business legally. What do I mean legally? Once something goes sour as a businessman, you got a couple of options. As a businessman, we're not talking about a street dude. Because right here, they're not conducting street business. Right here, they're conducting civil business, right? Real business. They're not doing criminal activities. They're not selling each other pounds. They're not selling each other cohetes. What they're doing is conducting real business. So therefore, you got to abide by the California rules of business, right? And what are those rules? Customer confidentiality. How the fuck you say it, bro? Confidential, bro. Customer confidential, bro. Can't say that word. I'm a paisa, homie. Okay, listen. The customer's info is confidential, bro. You should straight put that fool's address on blast. You filmed his dad, and then you talked about your guys' personal business for the world to see. So now any future business you might have might not want to fuck with you no more because they're going to say, oh, so if you don't go to planned, you're going to go and fucking expose my house and film and tell me all these things so the world could see. See, the thing is, you got a couple options as a business owner. One, you call the police, make a civil report. So that way you could take that fool to court. And two, take them to small claims. Take them small claims. You do your business that way. It don't come out the way it is. You get your money, and it is what it is. That's business. Now, if this was some street transaction, yeah, pull up on them, fool, handle your business. Pull up on them, light them up, beat them up, do whatever you got to do, bro. You know what I mean? But this is how you know someone is clout chasing. Because instead of conducting business the legit way, they want to go ahead and do the most for the internet. Everybody, look where I'm at. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, maybe Doeboi did do you wrong. Maybe he didn't. When it comes to business, bro, that's why you go to small claims because when you or civil court. Because when you do business, now I'll tell you like this. Let's just make up a scenario, right? Why did you have to swap out the sauna? Why? Why did you have to swap it out? Because obviously your work was done wrong or something happened to the first sauna, right? So therefore, at that point, Doeboi probably could have fucking made a video and said, don't do business with this kid because he's gonna fuck you over and he's gonna fucking break the sauna and not install it right. Did he do that? Did he do that? No, he didn't. You were itching to get a viral moment. That's why as soon as you came back with a sauna replacement or whatever, and he probably told you, fuck no, I ain't paying you shit because the first one, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it may be, we don't know. You, instead of saying, you know what, bro? All right, let's work some out. Let's do a discount. Let's do this. Let's do that. Maybe you did. I don't know. The first thing you do is you run to the internet to try to expose. But what you don't realize is that you fucked up future business and you put that man's address and father on the internet. And now it becomes personal. Now it becomes you think it's fun and games telling the world where I live, knowing that I'm a gang member, knowing that a lot of people don't like me, knowing that I'm a rapper, knowing that I'm a target. You gonna put my address on blast? Listen, bro. You know the people that put people's addresses on blast? Most of the time, bro, nobody knows where they live. They got nowhere to live. Or they just don't have nothing at all, bro. So you can't put them on blast. What I've noticed is that people will get crazy and talk all this shit as long as you don't know where they're at. But once you know where they're at, I had a guy that tried to put my address on blast. I found out where he was at, and then all of a sudden it was like, phew. Oh, because now we playing fair. Now we playing fair. Now we playing fair. So, again, I don't know what business transaction went bad, but it never calls for you to leak a man's address. It never calls for leaking a man's address, bro. That's where a man lays his head. That's where he feels safe, and you should put his shit out to the internet. Now, did Doeboi call the cops? Because that's what people are. That's what people are like trying to figure out here. Okay. Now, the singing kid could say that all he wants, right? And maybe it's true. But we haven't seen a police report, a transcript. We haven't seen anything. Who could have called the cops? Doeboi's dad? Maybe so. One of the neighbors? Maybe so. Maybe the kid himself called the cops. Maybe he's the one that said, hey, I haven't been paid, compensated, and this guy doesn't want to pay me. Can you guys please come over here? And that's why they there. We don't know. So we can't go based off of this fool's word because we don't know if his word carries any weight. Straight up. We don't know. So again, the dad, because the singing kid did say, oh, you got your dad out here. So maybe Doeboi not there, the dad there. The dad probably like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to call the cops because this kid's flipping out. Call the cops. Now, it may sound like I'm making excuses, bro. It does. But this is why I say I'm very unbiased. Because we could sit here and say, oh, yeah, he did call the cops, bro. Facts right there. But it's not there. It's really not there, bro. Listen, I make for a good judge, bro. Where's the evidence? Where is the fucking evidence? We don't see Doeboi. We see his truck. But listen, fool, that's his work truck. He could be, that fool has a gang of whips. Shit, I have a gang of whips. There's a truck always parked out here that nobody ever drives. That don't mean I'm here. But it's always there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it could be a lot of things, bro. And maybe he did. Maybe Doeboi did call the cops. But until we see that, we don't know. Now, I will tell you this. At the beginning of this video, I did say that I knew it was going to turn bad for that kid. And it has. And it has. Somebody needs to go check on him. And he needs to come out and tell you guys what happened to him yesterday. I seen the video, allegedly. And he was running for his life. I don't know. All I can tell you is that I seen the video. And yeah. And that's just the beginning because I think we're going to see more in the future. Listen. I'm not backing nobody up here. I'm just telling you guys what I seen. I don't know Doeboi like that. I met him one time when I did the video with him back here, and he was cool people, like in the building. After that, outside, I've never done business with him, so I can't tell you like what he's about. I don't know him like that. I've never met him in the streets or nothing like that. Like he never met me in the streets. We don't know each other like that. So I only know as much as we watch him, but I'm telling you, I got my hands on the video, and that kid, he's in for it, bro. And I know he gonna watch this and he gonna talk shit to me. Don't do it, bro. I'm not gonna respond to you. I don't care, bro. Don't threaten me. I don't give a fuck, bro. Don't waste your time, bro. I'm gonna block you as soon as I see you, bro. Just don't, bro. Go deal with the shit you got cracking. Don't. I'm just a YouTube. You win, bro. I'm just a YouTuber blogger. Yeah, bro. I'm a bitch. You won. Okay, just leave me alone, bro. Maybe the video come out soon. Maybe I'll edit it and put it out where you can't incriminate anyone. Salute to everybody involved. I don't give a fuck about this story. I just thought I had to react to it and bring you guys the truth. Like an unbiased situation. You feel me? But if you guys spotted Doeboi in the video, let me know. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. With that being said, hit the like, hit the subscribe, tap in, don't tap out, Blue Devil, Hater World. You already know. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. We out.